Okay, so here is the apparatus that we're going to be using for the Circuits 2 lab this week. And this is parts A and B that I have here. Now, A is a calculation. There'll be a measurement of the battery voltage you'll need in order to do that calculation. And the resistors are listed in your lab handout. And I just want to point them out to you. Here is the battery. I'll measure its voltage in just a second. It should be somewhere around 3 volts. I put in some new batteries. Currently not connected, but here's the positive side. Goes to the first resistor, which if you look, I called resistor 3 in the handout. Resistor 3 we used, it's that brown one from last week's lab. It is about 31, I would recommend using 31.6 ohms for it. And then we're coming to here, and it goes through an ammeter, a current sensor, and it splits and goes to 2 more current sensors. Each of those goes to a resistor. This is resistor 1 right here. Resistor 1 is the 47 ohm resistor, and resistor 2 here is a 62 ohm resistor. So resistor 1 with current 1 is a 41 ohm resistor. Resistor 2 is a 62 ohm resistor. Okay, and so I'm going to connect these up. I should tell you, before we started here, I went to Logger Pro and I made sure that the sensors were 0. Not sure you can see that really well, but they are. Yep. They are zeroed right now. And I'm going to connect up the circuit. Okay, and I've got current 1, current 2, and current 3 being measured by Logger Pro right now. And just so you can see them, there are our 3 currents. Current 1 through resistor 1, current 2 through resistor 2, and current 3 through resistor 3. That should be it. Oh, one more thing you're going to need, and that is the battery voltage, which I promised I would measure. Okay, so I'll just take the multimeter here and I'll clip the leads across the battery. Wait for this to turn on. And if you look, it should be, it's right around 3 volts. I would call it 3.131 volts is our battery voltage. Okay, so those are the numbers that we need. We need that number. Hopefully our predictions will show those currents when you're done. Okay, one more step we need to do in part B before we're done with this circuit, where resistors 1 and 2 are in parallel and the 2 of them are in series with resistor 1. We want to measure the voltage across each of the elements in the circuit, again being careful to keep the red lead preceding the black lead as we trace around. And this should be very close to the number we started with before. It's the battery voltage, 3.1065 volts, and it's cycling around a little bit. And then next, we'll go to resistor 3 and find the voltage across it. And you'll notice it is a negative number, and it's negative 1.669. Hopefully you believe from last week's lab that the voltage difference across an ammeter is pretty low, and so we won't even bother measuring it today. We'll go over from resistor 3 here to resistor 1, and the voltage across resistor 1 looks like minus 1.407 volts. And here is the voltage across resistor 2. 1.406 volts. Essentially the same, confirming that resistors 1 and resistor 2 are indeed in parallel with each other. I think that's all we need. We've got all the data we need to take for the table in part B, and so very shortly here we'll move on to parts C and D.